Mornings always involve Buddy. I'm not a morning person, but he definitely is. So I just get up, get dressed, don't have my shower or anything, just take him straight to the park, and he absolutely loves it. I have the cutest little coffee station that I set up for myself. I love it here, and this is always my next stop after feeding Buddy Boy. Now to my craft room, my happy place. So I always come in here when I'm having my coffee and just pot around. So I'll just show you what I get up to. There's a story with this new magazine. Who could it be? Yes, who chewed my magazine when Mummy went out? Yes. Sometimes I read a little heading like this, love at first sight, and then it prompts me to grab a photograph like of my grandparents who fitted that description, and it just makes me feel happy.
Have you seen my baby? She's not a dame nor a lady. Not in the way she walks, the way she talks, or the way she loves me. Just look at me. I'm like a monkey in a coconut tree.
Of course, the Salvation Army becomes the Salvos, because we like to abbreviate everything in Australia. I always look for greeting cards brand new at the thrift because they're a fraction of the price. So yeah, there was quite a bit of stuff here. There's always a lot of doilies. I always rummage around in here. I never know what I'm going to find. But there wasn't a lot today. I have a feeling that after the school holidays it's sort of been picked over. So never mind. But yeah, these sort of interested me. Expensive to buy new. Always rummage around the paper and see what I can find. It's a cute little journal. And then gift bags. I always buy my gift bags at the thrift. Sorry to anybody that gets a gift from me. Yeah, just lots and lots of containers full of stuff. This lace is really cute. $1. Yep. And there's some tags here. They're always good in journals. And of course, embroidery floss is always handy for $1. I don't know what on earth this is, but yeah, it's very groovy. Dance stuff, I think. And then all this fabric, look at it. So I had a good old rummage through that too. Not sure I need a tea cozy, but it's very cute. And I always scan along here because sometimes cushion covers can be used as journal covers. Hand painted placemats, anybody? Anybody? No takers, okay. I'll do a thrift haul later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. Moving right along to thrift store number 2 is your typical little op shop, you know, the kind of place that's manned by little old lady volunteers. Everything's sort of junked in together, and if they happen to have donated something, it's worth $50. If somebody else donated, it's worth 50 cents. So just how it works. I'm sure there's little places like that near you. I've got my glasses on in case I need to read anything, otherwise I'm as blind as a bat. Yeah, I just have a look around. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot there today, but I look around anyway. There's always stacks and stacks of books, but I'm particularly after the ones that are sewn in, sort of the ones in the 1950s, but there's not a lot there today. So yeah, anyway, I persevere. There was something about this I liked, but then I didn't get it. Alright, number 3 and the last one for today. It's St. Vincent's de Paul, but we call it Vinnies, of course. So let's have a look around in here, see what they've got. Sometimes find stuff in the jewellery, but not always. They've always got a big craft section here, but it's mainly quilting stuff. So there must be a lot of quilters where I live. Okay, I think I've had enough. Time to head home for a nice cup of tea. So, what did I end up buying? Well, maybe not everything you saw, but let's take a look now. So, I got the gift bag. I always buy gift bags if I see them and I like them. This is a really big one. And it was only $1. So that's a bargain. I got this. This is from, you know, like a vinyl 45. And I've got an idea for that coming up in a journal. I got this little purse. It's got Istanbul Blue Mosque written on it. And it was $1. And I think it's like silky and it has a zip on it, but I can pull that apart, so that's great. Then I got the crayons, not crayons, they're oil pastels, water-soluble oil pastels. Now new, these would be, I don't know, quite expensive. So, you know, for $3, yeah, I don't mind trying them for $3 and see what they're like. I got the 3 packets of these swing tags. Swing tags are always handy to have for journals. And they were $1 a pack, so that was really good. I ended up getting the lace. It's quite a bit of it there. I hope you can see there, quite a bit. So yeah, and that was $1. So that was another little bargain. And then this book here, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. I believe this is the book that Wendy talked about on her channel, The Unexpected Gypsy. And I've had this on watch on Amazon for quite a while. And it's, I don't know, expensive. It's sort of $39 or something on Amazon. So I ended up getting it for $2. So yeah, always good to know what kind of books that you're after, because you can pick them up like really quite cheap, you know, but you've got to know. And then this one here, I've got an idea with this, but it fascinated me. I don't know why. I might cut it down or something like that, but yeah, I like the hole in it. So that was quite cool. And then, as you know from my previous video, I needed a glue stick, and I got one for $1, and it's new, never been used. So that was another bargain. All right, what else have I got in here? Oh yes, I bought some cups, which are really nothing to do with junk journaling, but I really like them. Look, aren't they nice? They're sort of 1970s, and they were $1 each. $1 each seems to be my theme for today. So, put them back in there. And what else did I get? Oh yes, this is really cute. Look, I think it's like was an old photo frame, but what I'm going to do is take that like out of there like that, see, and stick that maybe on the front of a journal. So for $1, that's pretty good. I like things like that. I just put them away, and you know, when you need them or you're looking for little bits and pieces, I've got a whole box full of stuff. What else have I got in here? Oh yes, this big mug, Starbucks mugs. This one's from China. Matches what I've got on today. And it says $3, but the lady let me have that for $1 as well. And then I got this little bust. I think it's of Jesus. It's supposed to be of Jesus. And I like little things like that in my craft room. And guess what the price was? $1. Seems to be the theme for today. $1. I didn't get any books today because there just wasn't anything. And I like the books that have been sewn in, not the ones that have been glued in. So I've really got to have a really good look and see whether I can take it apart to repurpose it. So I didn't find anything today, but that's just the way it goes. Some days you find stuff, some days you don't. So what will I do with the rest of my day? Well, let's just see. Been working in this little journal of mine that I made quite a while ago out of an old canvas, paint canvas, and I recovered the book. You'll see, and you might remember me doing that, but I kind of stopped working in it, and sometimes I go back to my old journals and I start working in them again.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed.
Some pages are still quite blank, and then others I've started to add bits and pieces to them, and then I'm going to gesso, and that gives me like something in the background, gets rid of the writing. Yeah, I really like doing that when I repurpose old books.
So hold me tight through the night.
Okay, so now I'm going to do some editing on my video. I just use the editing suite that's free on the Apple computer because that's what I've got and that's what I love using. So I'm just going to get on and do some of that. Actually writing there. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to pop out now and I'll see you in the next video. Well, it's been a pretty busy day. Time for me to have a cuppa. Mint tea. Yummy. No wonder I always have so many tea bags, hey? Having 2 tea bags in every cup. All right, time to watch some of my favorite YouTube channels now. Let's see what I'm watching. So you get the idea of what I'm watching in the afternoons when I have a couple of minutes to myself. I probably am going to spare you watching me eat my dinner and getting ready for bed. But basically, these are the things that I get up to during the day, all to do with mind charted journals or making journals, collecting things to make journals, looking in books, getting ideas, all those sorts of things are the things that I do on a daily basis. Now, I would love to hear what you guys get up to. So pop a comment down below. Let me know what you've been up to. Let me know what you do during the day, whether you have a schedule or a schedule, depending on where you're from. And do you stick to it? Like, is it, carved in stone? I know some people that do things on a Monday, doing something else on a Tuesday, etc., etc. I'm not really like that. I'm sort of free-flowing over here. But, yeah, let me know what you get up to. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life.